You ever wonder how restaurants make those perfectly golden and crispy roasted potatoes? Well, welcome to episode 2 of the Basics series. Today I'm going to show you how to make restaurant quality roasted potatoes at home. Let's get into it. We're going to start off by preheating the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. While that warms up, to a bowl we're going to add 3/4 of a teaspoon of granulated onion, half a teaspoon of granulated garlic, half a teaspoon of kosher salt, 1/4 of a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, 1/4 of a teaspoon of Italian herb mix, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Give that all a good mix and set aside. Alright, the most important ingredient is the type of potato you choose. There are 3 categories to choose from: starchy, waxy, and all-purpose. I won't go too in-depth as that's a whole video on its own, but basically we're after waxy potatoes such as yellow creamers or fingerling potatoes. Here I'm using yellow creamers because they're smaller and easier to prepare, but if you can't get a hold of these, a good alternative is Yukon Gold or yellow potatoes. If you're using the alternative, cut them into inch-sized chunks and you'll get a similar result. Alright, let's get started. I rinsed these under some cold water beforehand to remove any remaining dirt or debris. We're going to slice these in half or into quarters depending on the size. To ensure an even cooking time, make sure they're all similar in size. These little guys are small enough that just cutting them in half will do, but you might have some that are a little larger. If that's the case, cut them into quarters so they cook evenly. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm using about a pound of potatoes for this recipe. Also, this is about the size you're shooting for, about 1 inch in diameter. Transfer them into a medium-sized bowl, and then we're going to move on to seasoning. Add about a tablespoon of olive oil, and sprinkle the spice mix we made earlier on top. Use a lid or a large plate to cover the top and give it a good shake. You could also just mix it with whatever utensil you have lying around, but I like to shake it, it's more fun. You know the potatoes are well coated when they look like this. Place the seasoned potatoes cut side down on a large pan lined with parchment. Just give them a quick flip if they're not facing the right way when you place them on the pan. Once they're all facing the right way, we're going to put them into the oven set at 400 degrees and set a timer for 25 minutes. After 25 minutes have passed, remove the potatoes from the oven. Poke one with a fork, and if it passes through easily, the potatoes are finished roasting. If not, then cook for an additional 5 minutes or until fork tender. I also like to check on the progress by flipping the potatoes to see if the bottom is fully caramelized yet. And so far, these look pretty good. I like them to be a little bit more caramelized, but these will do. So I'm going to transfer them into a serving dish. One of the reasons I love using parchment is you could just lift the corners and pour whatever it's holding right into your dish, like so. We're going to give these a little shake so they fill the dish properly. And there you have it, restaurant quality roasted potatoes at home. I like to finish these with some freshly chopped parsley, or you can leave them just as is. Either way, they're going to be great. Alright, let's see how they came out. Oh yeah, these are definitely coming with me. But before I go, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. If not, I'll see you in the next one.